Ooh. Okay, a little flurry. What's going on, y'all? Micah here, and I'm back with another boxing breakdown, man. I'm going back to Street Beefs again because they have endless content for me to just sit there and, you know, we can pick it apart, we can react to it, we can laugh to it, whatever, man. Last time we had your boy Warzone in Fair Play, and that was a very laughable fight. Warzone, you suck if you're watching this. Fair Play, shout out to you. But this fight right here is Meil versus Malave. And I don't know who Malave is, but I have seen Meil in a couple fights. And yeah, he got beat by Cray at one time. But the last time that he was with Showtime doing that little work they did, I thought he had a decent outing. I thought he had a decent outing on both fights, man. So I think he might be somebody for me to watch and maybe you know, maybe see if we can take some things that he does good and take some things that he does bad, or you know, or just be watching and see what the hell's going on, man. The thumbnail looked like he was putting somebody in the blender, so I figured, hey, man, let's go and see what the hell's going on. But, of course, like, comment, subscribe. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's get into it.
Money Mill, 140. 5'7".
140?
Hey, Happy New Year's. Hey, you already know what time it is. I ain't doing nothing but eat.
Money Mill sound like he just ran 5 miles talking about some Money Mill. 140, 5. So you know how you just get done with a workout and then somebody asks you questions and they're asking you detailed questions like, bro, you asking me too much, bro. I'm tired. That's what he sounds like.
Championship fight, y'all. Shout out to all the supporters, guys, everybody who believes in me. You know, you have to follow my Instagram. I got a new Instagram called Tank. All praise to the Most High, that's all I want to say. I'm humble, and let's see what happens today.
Take your chain off, bro.
5 rounds.
All right, man. So I'm seeing the first thing that I ain't liking so far. Your boy Malave kept his little chain on, man. Let's see if I get toe off or not.
Conduct yourselves as men. Listen to my commands and protect yourselves at all times, no matter what's going on. You know what to do. This is round 1, Street Beefs. Let's work. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Right to it. Nice. Right to it. Yeah, let's start establishing that jab, Meil. Hands up. Hey.
Okay.
Keep that jab moving. We don't need to land it all the time. We need that reaction freedom. Yes, we need to.
That was slow, Money Mill. Ooh, that was fast, Money Mill. Okay. I like that. I like what Money Mill just did right there. I hate to pause the video mid-round, but I thought it was smart. He used the long guard while the guy had his back up against the cage, man. And it works the same way when you have a guy whose back up is against the ropes, man. Because a lot of guys, they'll do all that sitting and leaning on the ropes, and they're just kind of just waiting. And they think that they're going to catch you with something nice and vicious. But if you keep the distance decent, you keep moving your head, it's nearly impossible for them to hit you. While at the same time, you're just sitting there measuring them, and it's like shooting crabs in a barrel. Fish in a barrel. You can measure them up, hit them with a hook. They like this. You go around with a hook. Bow. They like this. They too high at the elbows. Bow to the body. They open up a little bit. Bow straight to the face. You can start running different kind of combinations on them, just like the bag. That's what, like I say all the time, beat them like the bag, man. You can start beating them like the bag when you do that, man. So when you get somebody up against the ropes, don't just think you should just go gung-ho. A lot of people get knocked out doing that. Be precautious, but at the same time still be, you know, offensive. So, you know, long guard, move your head. You're not safe at any point in time. So think about that.
When you bang both the sides, throw that up. Right back to the bank, tap upstairs to the bank.
Oh, okay. Ain't land, but hey.
That jab move, man.
Okay.
Give me a little combo when you're inside, Meil. You're inside, you turn now.
Oh, okay. Little head movement. Ooh. Right hook, though.
Uppercut, that was you. Come on. Jab. There it is. Good face. You've seen it. You've seen it. You've seen the banks open. That jab and that bank's open. Give him that bank and that bank's open.
Ooh. Caught it.
Let's get that bank. Now's the time to go to the bank. Yes.
Okay. Smart.
Right there, right now. Right now. Right now.
Okay.
Come on. Jab and push. Yes. Lead uppercut, Meil. Lead uppercut.
All right.
Nice, Meil. That OG lead uppercut. Jab and wait. Push it. Nice. Keep that
Okay. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna have to get that round of Money Mail, man. I didn't think that Malave did a bad job, but I don't think he landed as many punches as Money Mail. Some things that I would say Money Mail did good. Like I said earlier in the round, that he was using the long guard when he had the guy who he had his back up against the cage or the ropes. Using the long guard will help you sit there and measure a guy. He can't hit you if you extend your arm all the way out and you're at a right angle, but you can hit him. Unless you want to be stupid and keep yourself squared up. That's another tip. When you're facing up against somebody, you being squared up, it allows you to be hit much more easily. So don't square yourself up. You got your body open, you got your head open. If you leave it at an angle, it makes it a lot harder to hit you. All this stuff is a lot further away. But that was one good thing. Another thing that I saw him do that I thought was cool was moving his head off center when he was throwing the jab. A lot of people throw the jab and they just think they can just throw it like that and keep their head. Notice how I just keep my head. If you threw your jab at the same time, I would get hit. So he did a slip jab to the body. A lot of people jab to the body and they're lazy too. They jab to the body and they don't barely hardly bend their knees. Maybe if they do bend their knees, they just go like this. And you're still pretty open for a hit. So every time when you jab to the body, I would recommend it. I personally think it works, and I think I've had a pretty high success rate with it. Just jab to the body and, get off center and lay your head to the side. Step in still, but lay your head to the side. Avoid you getting hit. And another thing I saw that was cool and different was that he was doing like a slip and then like an overhand right. I don't think it really landed or hit nothing like that, but it it was definitely something that looks dangerous and it's keeping your boy Malave off of him, man. Just because you're not landing a punch, if you're throwing it with some speed and some authority, it will make your opponent think twice instead of just having him think he can go guns blazing on you. So think about that too, man. Just fighting is definitely more mental than physical. So add that into your arsenal. Let's get to round two.
Know what to do, Streetbeefs, let's work. Right back to the jab, we ain't waiting. Jab for the fight. There it is. See that reaction? Read him. Double that jab, double it up. Feinting with it, give him something to take.
Okay.
There you go. Circle him.
Let's work inside, Bill.
There you go.
And when you make the miss,
Ooh.
there you go. Right there, uppercut. Right there, yeah. Nice. Right there, hook. Right back to the body.
All day.
Keep that jab moving, though. Don't worry about the jab. We don't need to land that all the time. Pop it. Pop that jab. Jab. Pop that bull counter. My time, right? Fighting. Nice, Bill. Keep that jab on. Why you start one?
He done changed his stance. You know what that means.
Neil, when you inside, throw the left hook to the body and stay all day. He's not protecting the body.
He's not.
Use your jab. Use your jab. Nice. Good work. Hands are free. Yes. Use that jab. Go to the body. Use your jab right there, right now. Nice. That jab. Right now. Let's go.
30 seconds.
Jab, Meil. Yeah, that's good. Don't stop. Right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, left uppercut.
Body shot though.
Yes. Body, left hook, body. Left hook, body. Left hook, body. Left hook, body.
There you go.
Alright, y'all, so I gotta get a second round of Money Mail once again, man. And I didn't talk about this on the first round, but I meant to say it was you got the opponent up on the ropes or up against the fence like he did, man. He was using a long guard, and then the other thing I said was you could be moving your head around. But I think that if you're gonna move your head around, I think it should either be long guard, you need to have either this side long guard, or you need to have this side where you're so deep in close that he can't hardly do anything, but you still can do stuff. Make sure that you're in an advantageous stance where you can still fire punches off, throw hooks, throw speed. Because most guys, when they back up, they don't stay in their boxing stance. They just back up, and they're just basically like a sitting, moving bag. So think about that, man. Also, another thing I'll say again, man, like I always say, when you had a high guard and you and you cling on to it for dear life, you will get caught with some shit that you did not expect, or yeah, you just didn't see. Like Money Mail caught, he kept on catching Malave down the middle with the jab because, you know, he was just sitting there like that, and after a while you go from here to maybe here. It's just human nature, man. Just basic human muscles and everything like that, man. You get a little tired, man. Your guard opens up. It's easy to get down the middle, man. Also, when he was moving, he had his guard up still, and I saw Money Mail caught him with an uppercut because he was not seeing where he was going. He just had his guard up, clinging on for dear life, like, oh man, I hope I can get out of here. And he got caught, and you know, he just kept backing up and doing all that kind of stuff, man. He's not a terrible fighter or anything like that, but he is losing right now, and yeah. Let's keep going. There's some other stuff that I meant to say about this round, but I'm gonna think of it as time goes.
Round 3, 2022. Where you be? Street Beefs, let's work.
That boy went the shirt off, boy.
That jab in the middle, yeah. Bring it up, bring it down, change the level. Let's get a reaction.
Thank you. Something. Thank you.
Keep that jab moving a little bit.
Remember,
Don't try to land it, fake the jab, Meil. Fake it.
Thank you.
Look at that. Yeah. Meil, relax a little bit. Let's put your body. Stay there. Keep that jab moving, Meil.
To the body.
Lean on him, Meil. Lean on him.
My time. Break clean. Step back. Fight. 60 seconds.
He tried to take him out.
Right uppercut to the body when he overcommits. Right now. Right uppercut. Again. Right there.
Let's go to the body. Stay inside.
Body.
Body work, Meil.
Right now.
Ooh, okay, some body shots, okay.
Don't go up top. My time. Break clean, man. Fight.
He tried, he ain't getting him though.
Jabbing. Come on, Money. Wait.
Why you waiting, Money?
There's a counter.
You tired.
Right up to the body.
Almost caught him with that hook too.
Body, Meil.
Right up to the body. Send it.
10, 9, body, bring him up.
7. All right, man. So it's pretty obvious who won that round again, man. Obviously, Money Mail is gonna win the fight unless your boy Malave can come with some blammers and knock him down twice, 3 times in the next round. But one thing that I will say that Malave did wrong was when he was up on the ropes. First, yeah, the first couple rounds he had his guard nice and tight. Like I said in the last situation, your muscles get a little bit more tired, and you know, you start getting a little bit lackadaisical out here in these streets, man. Your guard opens up, and when he was trying to stop Money Mail from hitting him, he was doing a bad job because he was going too far away from home with his defense. If somebody throws a jab at me and I go out there like this, they can fake me, hook me, or I'm going out so far that I'm mistiming them and they just throw their straight punch, or whatever they were throwing still will hit me. If I'm going to sit there and catch and parry punches, I need to be like this. There's no reason why I should be like, whoa. That's some inexperienced fighter type shit right there, man. So don't look like an inexperienced type of guy when you're in there, man. Stay home with your punches or get hit. And the thing that I meant to talk about in the last round that I also saw that Money Mail did, I don't think that he meant to do it. I think it was more so of a hesitation. It was a kind of a fake level change from a head hook to a body. You know, he acted like he was going to throw the hook, and then he bent his knees quickly, and he landed that body hook flush. And that can go either way, man. You see a bunch of guys, like you see guys like Canelo do it, where they aim for the body, and they just arc it up just a little bit to hit the head because the guy's been so used to getting tagged to the body that now he's overcommitting blocking to the body, which is another thing. Like I said, stay home with your defense. If he stayed home like this with his defense and just leaned in with his elbows and bent his knees, he'd be straight. But he overcommitted because he's so scared of those Canelo body shots. Now he leaves himself open to get hooked and possibly knocked out. So stay home with your defense. And yeah, let's get going.
Round 4 Championship 2022. Let's work.
Championship rounds, let's get it.
Back to the champ. Bank with it.
Put that jab in there. There you go.
Put that jab in there.
When you're inside, right? Ready, Malave. Get that air. Get that air, honey. Body. Left hook. He gets the push. Yeah, we can still throw combos. Right time. Right clean, man. No punching. Thank you. Fight. Yeah, let's get back inside.
Right there, right there. As soon as he reaches his arms out, right there, Mill, we gotta start sending it.
Yes. Yeah. Pressure, pressure. Stand inside, Mill. Keep pressure. Body off.
Working, baby.
Walk him down, walk him down.
There you go. Way to go. Right hand to the body. Then uppercut. Jabbing.
Mill, hide everything behind the jab.
He didn't do it.
Mill, keep pressure.
Oh.
There it is. Line him up, don't line him up. Step in with it.
Right there, right there. Body. Right to the hook.
Get the Bible out.
Go to uppercut to the body. Right there, right there.
Cool.
My break.
Cool.
Wait. 30 seconds. Right there. Go, go, go. Body. My break. Break clean. Fight. Jab it. Come on, man, Swanee. Don't let him wrap you up. He's trying to hold you.
Ooh. Okay, a little flurry. Oh, damn. All right, man. Pretty obviously who got that round, man. Money Meil, even though both of them was tired, it wasn't really no super eventful round, man. Money Meil just threw a couple more punches, man. Obviously, he's tired because his punches ain't coming with no type of speed or sting. And Malave has been tired because he's been the one who has been receiving most of the punches, unfortunately. Let's keep going.
I want to cut the middle, touch gloves, championship, final round. Round 5, 2 Warriors. Streetbeefs, round 5, you know what we do. Let's work. Let's work that jab.
Go, guys, don't hit no click clack. There you go. Come on now. Get in there. This last round.
Keep that jab moving though, Mill.
Where you at?
Right there, you see that right up?
He's open for whatever.
Make sure you delete it.
Ooh, almost caught you.
He's falling in. It's there.
Don't wait on him.
Straight shots. I only want straight shots.
Like there it was, 8 times.
Body.
Hands are free, man.
That jab moving, Mill.
Right now.
Yeah, you gotta send it. Yeah.
That didn't do nothing, but I liked it. Get him. Yeah, he's over with. He's over with. Oh, never mind. You done let him come back.
My time. Off his neck. 60 seconds, man. Great. Let's work.
That boy Malave is tired.
Right now.
He's trying.
Don't let him hold you. Stop taking steps back. Right there, yeah. Body.
Keep pressure. Put him on the cage, Mill.
Thank you.
Put him on the cage.
Keep touching him. Right now. Right now. Both sides. Come on. You got 30 seconds. Let's work.
Up to the body, Malave.
He tried. He didn't get it.
30 seconds. Right now, he's overextending every time. Right there it is. Uppercut. Yes. Again. Come on. Body. Keep pressure. Both sides. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys.
All right, man. So we pretty much know who won that fight, man. And And I guess some things we can take away from it, man. Like I always say, man, stay in your cardio. Make sure you're running and doing all that kind of stuff, man. I think I told the homie Dre's dad book, man, what my plan would be for running as a boxer or a fighter, whatever. Yeah, and because I would say that that Money Mill was obviously winning and both guys were tired, but towards the end, like the guy was saying, Malave was overcommitting really, really bad with that right hand. And if Money Mill had just a little more energy where he could have just stepped back and threw some, he could have just ended the fight like that. But he didn't have the energy, man, because you know, they were doing a lot of grappling and all that kind of stuff. And that's another thing I will say about fighting is a lot of people don't realize how much grappling and locking up that actually goes on into it. And a lot of guys don't have that kind of like body to body strength, so they get tired really easy, man. So I think that making sure your strength and conditioning is up to par, man. Make sure you're doing your push-ups and your pull-ups and all that kind of stuff. That will help you to a degree. But I think that you could actually take some time and drill, you know, just locking up with somebody, man, and driving them forward and back, man. You see Anthony Joshua doing it on Instagram recently because he knows he's fighting Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury, what does he do? What did he do to Deontay Wilder last time? And it tired the hell out of him because he locked him up, man. Deontay Wilder is a much smaller guy. Tyson Fury's huge. He used that to his advantage. He locked him up, drove him into the ropes, destroyed him. Bah, 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 bah. That's something that you know, you should work on. So yeah, like I was saying, man, make sure you're getting your running and your cardio in. Make sure that you're getting your strength and conditioning in because you do not want to be tired when you're locking up. Also, another good drill is actually locking up with another person. That's really underrated, man. The clinch game is really underrated in boxing because a lot of guys are on that tough guy, macho guy shit where they feel like, hey, fight me, you fight me, why do you keep locking up and wrestling with me? That's how the smart guys do it, man. Think of the top fighters. Floyd Mayweather, punch, clinch. The guy gets too close, clinch. Andre Ward, punch, clinch. He's undefeated. Both guys are undefeated for a reason. And they still have all their faculties for a reason. Because they're smart. There's no need to be out here being macho man, tough guy, Mexican fighter. I know a lot of Mexican guys that you know they fight and they're tough and that's cool, but think about your health after boxing. Do you want to be a weird ass Jay that can't barely form sentences? Or do you want to be out here like, oh man, I'm enjoying my money and spending it smart. I got a bunch of properties. I got a couple, 2-3 businesses. I got my kids going to the best schools. Me and my wife are still traveling, whatever. I don't know, man. Whatever you want to do, man. You should be thinking about life after boxing, man. So make sure that you're focusing on your defense and doing all the right things in the gym. You cutting corners in the gym or trying to be overly tough will cost you in the end and make it hard to keep going. But yeah, that's it for the video right there, man. Let me know anything that you might have caught from the video and that you could put down in the comments that would help me out. Yeah, but yeah, if you watched anything, if you watched up to this point, appreciate you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.